I can't believe I'm about to do this 7 years later. But Yobos, this is Wii2RePLAY, the Brenton Brushworks of YouTube. The only one thing I have for my NES emulator is the first fan-picked game. Milton Bradley presents Marble Madness for the NES. Seems like my newest viewers don't know about this-ish. So, it is a NES game of an Atari game that was made way long ago. And there's just way too much to unpack from this. All I know is, it's hard. It's very hard. So, once I figure out how to press the start button again. Nope, that's how to select a second player. I do not remember. Well, apparently that button works. Oh, it's space. Of course it's space. Why would it not be space? So, I'm gonna be bad with 2Ds this time. Okay, how loud is this? Could be turned down a little bit. Yep, this is it. This is the silly game I remember it being. Obviously emulated. I don't think the flags are supposed to be seizure-inducing. Your job is to get to the very bottom of the screen. Ignore whatever that says. I can't read it either. This music's gonna be stuck in my dreams, and I'm not looking forward to that. So, back on the Atari, this was... And I got void. Back on the Atari... I got extra time, don't worry about it. Back on the Atari, this was used with the trackball. It would be really, really helpful if I could use anything related to a trackball. Control sticks, Switch, Joy-Con controllers, anything other than the keyboard I'm using. Although I'll be honest, I think I'm able to manage to do diagonal directions pretty well, so I guess I'm not doing too bad. This is where I fail. Every time I start to gloat just a little bit, the game reminds me just how awful it is. So that was ice. That was ice that I was traveling on. So I had no control over my momentum. Now the thing is, you need to reach the goal as quickly as you can in every single stage to get a small time extension. Otherwise, the amount of time that you have left after you finish said stage is what you have for every single other stage. There's no way I just got 2 of those. Okay, so the 1 represents me getting an extra 10 seconds. How do I get it? You ask me. I think it's RNG. Apparently, and I haven't looked at the no. I haven't looked at the manual for this game ever, because this is an emulator, dang it. But apparently, the extra time extensions just happen at random amounts of time in random games. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Oh, we're back here again. And I don't just say that because I was re-watching myself play this on YouTube. Don't look up those videos. Some of my dialogue's pretty bad. Not that this version of me is any better, but we all have different types of cringe at different points of our lives, right? The cringe is that I keep saying cringe. That was never a thing that I said 7 years ago because I didn't know the word existed because it probably didn't. Anyways, there are 2 different directions to go, and we will cover that in a moment, but, right now I'm out of time. So, game over. I'd asked a community question about how far you got, but no one would answer. My guess is that this is as far as most people did get. Okay, was it F7 or F11? It was, F7. So, this is the next stage, which is great. Everything you know is wrong. That's the name of the stage. For example, you can squish these enemies that used to destroy you and get some extra time. You only get so much time, so you are traveling up instead of down, so that makes this a lot harder. And I'll be honest, I don't think I ever completed this stage. So lucky I got to this stage at all. So yeah, that's Marble Madness. I'm gonna go now. So as I alluded to before, yay Blitz! Of course it's Blitz. As I alluded to before, the original game uses a trackball. I'm using the gosh darn keyboard and giving myself carpal tunnel. But what if I find some berries? What if I'm able to use a modern day controller, mine is in like 2010s, and be able to use that as a trackball? Will that make me better? I don't know, but I'm gonna try to find out, because crazy thing is, I really thought I'd made more than 2 videos. 2 videos in the entirety of how long I've been on YouTube. Only 2 videos exist of Marble Madness, if we're not counting the phone view for PlanetShyGuy. This is not working. Give me a second. Is it settings? Let's see. Save path, ask, associate, check for new versions. No, it's not those. Y'all telling me I can't use this controller? Really? Okay, is there like at least more than one save state? Probably not. Okay, well I got that save, but I'd be overriding the other save. So my goal one day, apparently not today, is that I actually beat this game. By the way, Nintendo, you cowards, put this on the NSO. Put this on Nintendo Classics. Just because it's from Milton Bradley doesn't mean you can't do that, I guess. Brent! We'll go with Brent, because we don't know who Fletch is. Still don't know what this means, even after all this time. My goal is to get through this first stage without falling, which has clearly not happened. Give me a sec. Guess we'll do this again. I'm going to try to go for the best score possible, which means I'm going to be doing this an obnoxious amount of times, and I apologize for that. First, let me just double check. Nope, that was the wrong button. Was it F2? I don't remember. It's gonna suck losing Blitz's save file though. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. But I would like to actually be able to beat this game. It's a hard ask. Is that pause? Oh, that's just pause. F3. That might have done it. We'll find out. So I gotta get through this first stage without falling. That way I can get the most time possible. I think my record has been 51 seconds left on the clock. This means we're all way behind. What? Nope. Oh, come on. Settings. Oh, it's still going. This is a terrific stream video I'm having right now. Give me a sec. I'm gonna try to make this more viewable for my audience. Just slightly. By slightly, I mean... There we go! That looks way better. Kind of. Hold on. Maybe a little bit more. NES. Nope. That's not NES. Click. Nope. 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 Okay, cool. Never mind. This is as good as it gets. Alright, I guess Brent is just gonna have to go without knowing how to freaking save state. That's fine. It will work out perfectly. So, I think Super Monkey Ball was made because of this game. Marble Korimpa was because of Labyrinth, you know, the actual wooden game from yesteryear. Y'all don't know what we used to have back in the day. I'm almost 40 years old. I have to acknowledge it now. I've seen plenty of things. Somehow, I didn't play this game as a child, but to be honest, when I first had an NES, it only had one game. And it included Duck Hunt with it. That would be Super Mario Brothers. I didn't play any other NES games other than those two when I was a brat. I didn't get the joy of learning what frustrations were until the Super Nintendo with such games as Super Adventure Island, Lemmings 2 Tribes, and probably some other games I can mention that I haven't played on this channel yet. Some ant game. I'd have to look it up. No one's gonna know what I'm talking about. But not this. It took one person, I think it was like Mario Gamer, to convince me to try this. Otherwise, I never would have played it. I have these vague memories that maybe I saw the stage design in a Nintendo Power magazine. Remember magazines? Magazines were cool. It was before the internet ruined everything. We're just gonna go with the music on this one. You know what? I don't think I really messed around with this too much. Probably for good reason. Yeah. Oh, wow! I actually escaped that? The gravitational pull there? I don't know how. Feels like every time I hit that ramp, I lose all control, actually. So why I would continue to do it, I don't know. Anyway, Anyways, I didn't beat Blitz. Or Brush. Or Fletch. I don't see a Fletch there, thank goodness. So, I guess I'll just retype my name again. Or I could just call myself B to make it real quick. BB, as in Bulletville, as in yay Blitz! I don't know what I'm talking about. Does it ever feel like I know what I'm talking about? I'm such a professional YouTuber. Okay, there we go. 50 seconds left on the clock. It'd be really good if I could remember which button I need to press to save, so you know, I actually have a chance. Oh no. Okay, so there is very unforgiving deaths, I guess you could say right now, because once again, brain don't work. Fall damage. There's very unforgiving fall damage. If you fall far enough, then you're gonna have to wait for a broom to clean up the mess you made before you can try again. You don't want that to happen. That's a huge time waster. If you have to fall, make sure it's a very short distance. Alright, 20 seconds left. Got the time bonus, flickering numbers, very nice. Can you tell it's on the emulator? I would love to play this on the official unit. No, really, I would. But, Nintendo hasn't made that possibility yet. And I don't own an NES system, and why would I? If I would ever play this game on official hardware, I still would probably need to have some kind of emulator to still do it. Oh my goodness, Barry Acid is awful. Don't touch it. Barry Acid is bad for your health. Thank you for checking out the advice of this person who probably shouldn't have half the subscribers he does now. Oh, dang it. You need enough momentum to make it up the hill. Alright, 7 seconds. This is not going to be good. I'm limiting myself to 30 minutes of this game. Because I don't think I could do this any longer than that. I was really hoping I could get the Xbox 360 controller to work. By the way, these vacuums, if you just stay on the outer edge of the stage, they won't show up, because if you get too close, obviously you're gonna get vacuumed up. And that's bad. Now there's this one section I could try, but you know what, I'm gonna, because I have no time. If you get close enough to these, the pegs just start moving up and down. The fun part is that there's this seemingly impossible jump that I can't seem to make. I guess I'll try one more time with this file, but again, I'm gonna simplify it. The hand is already cramping. I have to use 2 fingers to move the arrow keys. No, not the WASP or whatever keys they are. The W, A, S, and D keys. The arrow keys. Well, I mean, it's still kind of the same thing. This is not meant to be played with a control pad in mind. It was meant to be played with a trackball and or stick. But only way you could play with the stick, dang it. Only way you could play with the stick, drawbridge, go down, is with an emulator. Thank goodness this game actually works with the emulator. Still has its issues, but it works, and that's all I care about at the moment. Oh dear. If you get stunned by hitting a wall weird or falling from a small area, then you are unable to move for a set period of time. Does it look like I know what I'm talking about? I mean, I try, but clearly I don't. Oh, I got the time extension. If only I could save my game, but this is an NES game, so if this wasn't an emulator, you would have one chance to try to get through every single level. I think there's like 6 levels in total. So, yeah, this is a hard NES game. I'm sure most of you aren't surprised by that. You just never knew it existed. This was before Super Monkey Ball. Way before it. And Hamster Ball. Anyone remember that? I don't think I ever played that game. But that was for Windows Flash back in the day. At least I think it was Flash. But it would be kind of quote-unquote neat to be able to play this on my Nintendo Switch and or Switch 2. We can all track who has the highest scores in this silly little NES game that was first made for an Atari arcade cabinet. It'd be fun, I said out loud. Doesn't this look fun, guys? Who needs Fortnite and Call of Duty when you have this? More cringe. Okay, can I please at least get to the next stage so I can prove that I can do that much? No, apparently not. I don't think I have enough time to pull this off. Oh, and then there's these sandbags. No, not the ones from Melee. They're a pain. Oh, no! I was about to cross the stupid line. Well, I said that was my last chance as BB or Brent Brush, whatever. So, I am just gonna do this. Bun. This? Where's the button? Where's the button? What did I press this time? Don't tell me I saved over the exact thing I was trying to... What? Oh no, what did I do? Okay, there it is. Alright, that was weird. There it is. It's F7. Okay. Could have pressed the button that would have saved over the mouse! That could have I can't see. I can't explain what happened, but I could not see for a moment. Alright, let's try that again. Can I get past this one stage I have never been able to beat? I don't know. Probably not, but the only way I'll know for sure is to try. This section's so nasty. Okay. Why'd you make me start there? Oh, right, because you're unfair. I was stuck. Stop, what? Good sound. Great sound. All I want to do is get past this stage. Since everything else I've tried to do today has failed, all I want to do is get past this stage. matter if I can't get past the next one. Let me just see what is up ahead. What is the physics here? That is rough. Good thing I don't have that much more time to play it. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this. Maybe PlanetShyGuy will be the first to see it since he quote-unquote forced me to play all those other versions of the same darn game. No, get over here, you voracious slinky. Yeah, I know I said. Of course I was gonna say it. Okay, so that got me a little bit of time. I don't think that would be enough to do anything, personally. I'm just gonna have my finger near the F7 button for a while. Okay, that was good. That was good. That was good. I can't save my progress. But hopefully I can capitalize on this. I kind of wondered if the time extensions had to do with the score, which at one point I didn't realize I was... No. Well, get me off there. Why would you do that? You'd have to... Oh, I got the time extension. No, it stored me here again. That's such an evil place to respawn. Have I even seen this area? No. No, actually, no, I have not. Birds? Birds? I don't remember no birds back in the other previous stages, because isn't this just kind of like an example of some of the previous stages, or am I just like way off with that? Probably. Maybe I just assume that because of the teeny miniature enemies I can destroy eventually. See, another good reason to have this game on NSO, said no one ever, is we could play multiplayer, me and Co, because I doubt Galaxy West will ever touch this game ever. It would be too hard for him, even though he's beat all these other Kirby games. I'm just mentioning facts right now. You'd never be seen playing Dark Souls, I could tell you that much. He hates that with a burning passion. I can't even get past the demo. We already established this. Ooh, that was good. Too bad I don't have a time extension. Why did it feel like I lost more time all of a sudden? This is why trying to get to the goals in a very, very fast pace is important. Watch it be F1 that I'm supposed to use to save. Honestly, I would just like to figure out how to get this to cooperate with a... give me a sec. I think I wasted more time trying to find that enemy, so that didn't work out for me, actually. I want to find a way that I can use the control stick on my Xbox 360 controller, so, you know, maybe I can play having a better chance of actually being able to control this thing without destroying my hand, which I need to play these various video games anyways. Maybe, but I'm out of time. That's the furthest I've gotten. I'm not joking. Let me know if you want to see me get further. But I'm going to have to actually look some stuff up and maybe get a different emulator. Until then, and until my next videos, or until Nintendo maybe puts this on their system, this has been Wii2Play, and I hope you enjoy your day. Take care out there, and I will catch you later.